it's so interesting that the whole Passion Week story, the whole Holy Week journey begins with Jesus walking into the temple, to the center of religious and public life, and starts turning over tables. He flips out. He goes crazy. Some of the Gospels say that he even sits there and knits together his own whip out of cords. How crazy is this? I mean, this isn't the Jesus that we think about the most, right? Jesus is usually meek and mild and calm and cool and collected, and here he is throwing people out and going crazy with anger. Where do you usually go when you're angry? Where do we go with our anger? For me, it's usually right back here. If I've got a bit of pent-up anger or something that I need to address, like I'll come to the Y and work out or ride a spin bike for a little while and try and release the tension, release the anger, get it out in healthy ways. But what do you do when it's closed? What do you do when you can't access the places where you usually deal with your anger? I think a lot of Christians live in fear of anger. If you don't want to be seen as an angry person. You don't want to come across as angry all the time. And so people try and put on this brave face, this happy face, and say, I don't feel anger. I'm not an angry person at all. But that's not healthy either. In fact, I think everybody struggles with anger. Everybody has anger. And in fact, anger can be a really good tool for us. It can be a really good thing to motivate us into action. You need to make sure that it goes in the right direction, though. I mean, to be angry that I can't get a burrito right now is one thing, but what about all the people that don't have any food at all? And what about the people that don't have homes to isolate in? What about the people for whom justice has eluded them? Doesn't that make us angry? So today my challenge would be, what anger are you holding on to in this season of this pandemic? And where can you release it? Where can you send it? Where can it go? Could it go to adopting a child through Compassion International? Could it go to making a donation to SHIM? Could it go to volunteering our time to build masks, to help out where we can in appropriate ways? Could we take this pent-up anger and instead of leaving it here, give it to the world in a positive way? Jesus ends the whole turning over the tables story by saying that his Father's house will be a prayer for all nations. And that's what he did when he turned over tables. I don't think he was just making a statement. I think he was clearing the deck. What does it look like to use our anger in positive ways? What does it look like to make room for other people to experience God's goodness in the midst of our anger and our dismay?